Okay, this is video number 2 of the Unit 2 activities. If you don't have this yet, make sure you go back to Unit 1. However, if you do have this, this is a great time to save. Make sure you come up here, hit Save As. You should have a flash drive. If you don't own a flash drive, you're going to run out of memory by the time you finish all these activities and drawings. So make sure you get a flash drive. You can save these to the Google Drive, and I recommend you doing that, which is really nice. If you don't know how to save to a Google Drive, ask the substitute or ask Mr. Herman, and he'll show you how to do it for you. Okay. So here we go. Here's part number 1. Now we're gonna go into the part number, or this is gonna be part 2 of this. And so I'm gonna go back to my drawing, or back to this chapter 2, and here it's going to show you different display modes. Again, I believe this is where we left out the view cube and all that. And now it's going to show you different display modes. This is kind of a waste of time. Clicking the perspective is kind of cool. But anyways, it shows you how to disable the heads-up display option. Don't do that. That's just preposterous to do that. However, if you do disable, it's kind of good to come back in here and figure it out. But anyways, so we're going to add another extruded feature, okay? And we're going to do this by adding it up on top. So what's going to happen is we're actually going to pick the top view right here, and we're going to click on it. So we're going to hit a new 2D sketch, because we already created this sketch and we extruded it. So now we're going to add a new 2D sketch. And what I want you to do is I want you to sketch on top. So you're going to click on this on top. Now, my recommendation to you is make sure you hit pan and put in the right direction. And I'm also going to use a view cube here. And I'm going to make sure I click right below the top right here. You can kind of see it. Click right there. And then kind of go through it. Hit home. Hit your home, and then click on this L right here, and click on the top. And you're just trying to move it where you're going to draw it as if this is the top that you're seeing, and you're going to draw this part going over and over. So from here it's 0.25, so I'm going to grab my line tool, make sure I'm clicking, and again make sure I'm getting that green dot, click, come over here, make sure it's straight, and I get the 180 degrees, 2.5, hit enter, and I'm going to go down here, 2.5, hit enter. I'm going to come over across 0.75, enter. Now the computer will actually do math for us, and right now I have to do 2.5 minus 0.75 because this line comes down 0.75. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to kind of do this little cool trick with a computer. I'm going to type in 2.5 minus 0.75. I'm going to hit enter. It's actually going to do the math for me, but obviously drew it wrong. So I'm going to hit undo again. Make sure you draw your cursors up. So it's 2.5 minus 0.75. Hit enter. I don't know why it did that for me, why it drew it across. And I'm going to drag this over, and I'm going to cheat again. I'm going to use this green dot. I'm going to drag it over. Make sure it's clicked at 90 degrees. Click. And now it kind of takes me off the line command because it believes that this is a line and I don't need to draw it. But we're going to draw it again. So again, make sure you click that green line, and then you come over here and click this green line. And then you hit finish sketch. And you're actually going to do, I'm going to hit the home button over there. I'm actually going to extrude this. Now, if I'm looking at the drawing, let's go back to what we want. I'm kind of jumping ahead. It says extrude, blah, blah, blah. And now we're going to change the direction, okay? So this is going to tell you the direction too. It tells you to use this little toolbar. I don't like it. I think when you go in the inventor, it's going to freeze up on me, of course. There we go. I like to use this toolbox. So if you don't get this, again, if you hit extrude, should give you this. If it doesn't, you can kind of come over in here and change as well. This to me just looks better. This is going to go below, so I'm going to change direction to. I'm going to hit OK. And so basically it created my overall shape that I'm looking for, which is here. So I got that. Alright, let's keep going. So here now I'm going to add a cut feature. And so to do that, I gotta create another 2D sketch. I'm gonna create a 2D sketch. Let me go back into here. Yeah, blah blah blah. Alright, so now we're gonna create a circle. So we're gonna create a circle, and then we're gonna position it, and then we're gonna dimension it. So I'm gonna come back in here, create 2D sketch. I'm gonna select this face right here, because that's where the circle is. Now again, I don't know why, if you don't have to do this, but I like to be able to kind of see, so I'm going to play around with the view cube to kind of get it where I can see it a little bit better, where I'm kind of looking at it from this angle, or this view of the cube. So I'm going to go back into the inventor, I'm going to hit my circle. Actually, you know what, I'm going to get in, play around getting that view, click and drag. I'm just going to click and drag out. Now I could have easily given the diameter immediately. I just want to show you kind of how to do that with a circle by giving it dimensions. So anytime you have circle, you generally need 3 dimensions for a circle. The first dimension you need is the diameter of the circle. That's just 0.75. The other dimensions, you need 2 directional dimensions to place this exactly where you want. If you don't add one of these dimensions, it messes up your whole placement of the circle. So let's go back through. It's 0.75. So I'm going to hit dimension, and I'm going to click this out, and I'm going to type in 0.75. Enter. And it's going to change the size for me. And now I need the 2 position dimensions, so I'm actually going to kind of change this view up. And again, if you play around with the views, it's nice to kind of play around and try to figure out what's the best view for you. If you have a hard time playing around with the view, just leave it. So I'm going to click here. I can't remember what that dimension is, so go back here. 1.25, 1.25, hit enter. So now I'm in dimension, and I'm going to click this line, and click this line, and that's going to give me this dimension. And that's 0.75. Oops. 0.75. 0.75. Hit enter. Hit finish sketch, because here's my circle. So that's that. Keep doing that. And now I'm going to finish the sketch. Now I'm going to extrude it, and we're going to use a different extrusion. So I'm going to click on it. Now here it's going to go up. We want it to go down, and we want to make sure it's that cut. Now because 2015 is awesome, Inventor 2015 actually cuts it for you. So you just hit OK, and you have yourself a hole. And that's just what we like, is holes. So anyways, there is your hole. And it tells you to cut it. Man, I'm good at this. You can hit through all too, or you can just, the dimension 2.5 cuts it straight through, and save the model. So hit Control S, or hit save. I always hit save as, and I can't remember what this thing was called. Let's go up. Hopefully you guys aren't getting dizzy like I am right now. Oh, the adjuster design. So save this to the adjuster design. Click save as. If you have your flash drive, go to your computer and find your flash drive. I don't have a flash drive, so I'm just going to save to my desktop. And I'm going to call this. What's this called again? ADD is not fun. The adjuster design. The adjuster design. Alright, save that. Good to go. Make sure you save all your stuff, always and forever, so you can have it for always and forever. Alright, the next tutorials I will go through a couple of these drawings for you guys, okay? And you should really, once I go through a couple of these drawings, you guys should be pretty good at doing the drawings. Alright,